Hi, my name is Madeline Yoon. This is Nish from Jorge, Graham Alskis, Dunedin Marchese, and we are DotekIBrush. So like the 77.1 million other Americans who own a grill, my family and I love grilling. So much so that each year we host our own grill party. So before the party this past summer, I unveiled the black cover off of our grill, and I took out our grill brush from underneath to prepare the grates for the countless hours of grilling that were about to occur, only to find it looking a little something like this. Who here has experienced a grill like this before?
Yes.
As you can see, there's a huge buildup of gunk and debris, and no matter how hard I pressed or scraped, nothing would come off. But why is this a problem? First of all, debris can actually deposit bacteria onto the grill, posing a huge health risk if ingested. On average, there are about 1.7 million microbes of bacteria per square centimeter on a grill. That is 124% more than a toilet seat. Additionally, buildup of gunk and debris can be a huge fire hazard.
I don't need that fact.
Each year, there are about 10 deaths, 100 injuries, and $37 million in property loss from grill fires. As I continued to scrub the grates, not only did I realize that nothing was coming off, but the bristles from my grill brush were actually falling off onto the grates. I soon realized that this was not a problem exclusive to me and my family. In fact, 2,000 plus hospitalizations occur each year for swallowing grill brush bristles. Our company, DotekIBrush, has created a durable grill brush with interchangeable heads, so all grillers can clean all parts of their grill easily. We understand that it's hard to clean all parts of the grill, and we have alleviated this problem with our first unique value proposition, our versatile design. As you can see, we have designed 4 interchangeable heads that all screw on the same way. You can actually screw them on if you would like with our 3D model. So far, our first one is our surface area, which is just a wider head so that grillers can clean a larger area of their grill. A spatula, which is not a cleaning tool, but rather a grilling tool, so that grillers can more effectively grill. A pumice stone head, which is used specifically for flat top grills, and a standard head for those surface level cleans. In addition to the effectiveness that our interchangeable heads bring, there's also a environmentally friendly benefit to it. We realized that about 10.9 million grill brushes were sold last year, which means around the same number were thrown out because grill brushes only last for around 6 months to a year. However, with our interchangeable heads, you do not need to throw out the entire grill brush every single time your brush head deteriorates. Instead, you simply have to swap one head for another, thus limiting waste. The versatility of our design also allows our grill brushes to be extremely effective. Our interchangeable heads work on a wide variety of surfaces, from flat tops to grill grates, giving it that pristine look like when you first bought the grill. We also understand that handles bend and bristles don't last, and we have alleviated this problem through our final unique value proposition, our durability. Our grill brush, we plan to design the grill brush heads in a coil design to ensure that no bristles fall out onto the grill. And these bristles will be made using stainless steel, which contributes to the effectiveness of our grill brush. Additionally, the handle will be made out of aluminum, which is very lightweight and 100% recyclable, contributing to our environmentally friendly benefit, and reduces bendage so that you can put more pressure onto the grill when you're cleaning. We also have a silicone grip for maximum comfort.
Now, through our market research, we were able to identify our target customer, John. John here is a 45-year-old man with 2 kids living in the suburbs, making over $100,000 a year. Now, to go along with this, we were able to come up with our total addressable market via Statista, and this is for the grill accessories market, and it is $1.3 billion. Now, taking into account demographics, such as ages 35 to 55, making over $100,000 because it's a premium product, as well as 60% of all United States owning a grill, we were able to get a serviceable addressable market of $280 million. Now, taking into account our first year revenue of 0.1% will be our share of market of this $280 million, which is $278,000. Now, as you can see here, we have 3 competitors, and as you can see here, Weber is a large name. Now, although Weber has effective products with their grill brushes, as well as having a variety, the variety pack of Weber is actually $80 itself, which is a lot considering the tools that it provides. Additionally, we have Aging. Now, although Aging does have an effective clean, the bristles do not last on this brush, as well as it being bendy, which is why this is not the optimal option. Next, we have Grill Art. We will actually be utilizing Grill Art's bristles in order to add it to our standard head because these bristles are actually very effective. However, Grill Art does have a bendy handle, which is why it is also not the optimal option. Therefore, as Madeline mentioned prior, DotekIBrush covers all of these.
For our financials, we have determined we have two separate units. The first being our standard head and handle. We have our current estimated price of this at $45. However, we still need to refine our price through interviews and our MVP. The cost of goods for this unit is $7.94, which is the manufacturing, material, packaging, and shipping costs of this brush from China to the United States. And this gives our standard head and handle a gross margin of 82.4%. Our second unit is a pack of 2 interchangeable heads. All of our heads here, these are the cogs, and our estimated prices all round out to an average of $14.38. Cost of goods still include the packaging, material, manufacturing, and shipping costs. And we have our standard head at an estimated price of $15. Our wide head is an estimated price of $20. Our pumice stone head is an estimated price of $10. And our spatula head is an estimated price of $12.50. And the average gross margin for all of these is 61.2%. In our first year, we plan to sell just over 6,500 units, 6,000 of which, or around 6,000 of which, are our standard unit, and around 600 are our interchangeable heads unit. And this gives us a gross profit of $222,000. For our marketing, we plan on advertising on Facebook for $5 per day for 3 months, which is $450. And this is to have us reach 75,000 grillers, get 16,000 clicks, and 520 conversions at the end of our campaign. We plan on advertising to the largest grill groups on Facebook. These 6 alone add up to just over 500,000 people, and we will not just use them as marketing tools, but we will also ask them for their feedback on our product and set up meetings like we did with the product trainer at the BBQ guys.
These ads are essential to bring our customer to our MVP, in this case, the landing page. When the customers enter our landing page, they will see our 3 unique value propositions, and then be prompted with 1 Shop Now button. When they click on the Shop Now button, they will be brought to a selection of our products, where they will then select the products that they wish to purchase. Click Checkout Now, where we will unfortunately inform them that we are currently not selling our product, but we will ask them to leave their email so that they can be the first customers to be informed when our product is ready to be sold. We believe that our price is the weakest point of our business model, so we will be conducting A/B testing in order to make our price valid. So we will the 2 weeks, we will do a $45 price test, and then the next 2 weeks we will drop our price down to $35. And then we will use the most effective price and advertise that we are a premium grill brush for the next 2 weeks. And then we will still use that most effective price and then change our advertising message to that our product saves you money over time. And then the last month, we will use the most effective price and advertising strategy so that we can collect the most information possible on our customer to truly understand what they wish from our product. For prototype development, we need $10 for pumice stone heads, $20 for an aluminum rod, $50 for the grill brush bristles from Grill Arts Brush so that we can cut them off and glue them onto our prototype. And then we will add that to our $80 that we need for 3D printing, which we will then make our prototype and then present it to the Illinois Manufacturing Association, where we need $155 for further manufacturing. We will not only present our prototype to the Illinois Manufacturing Association, but also to a grill focus group, where we will first locate 5 grillers, and then we will interview them, gather feedback, redesign, and remanufacture based on what they want. And then we will redistribute these to the same 5 grillers, and then 5 new grillers, and then once again collect their data and figure out what they want from our product, where we will remanufacture our product again. Overall, we need $285 for the prototype development, as previously mentioned. We need $120 for WordPress Business, which will allow us to have plugins, premium themes, and also MailChimp access because WordPress is partners with MailChimp. We need $450 for Facebook to advertise effectively to our customers on those grill groups on Facebook. And then we need $15 for the Google domain to make our website a true website. And then we need $120 for Canva to design ads, $10 for Fiverr to design a logo. These $130 are essential to making our ads look good so that we get the most click-throughs possible, so that we can gather more information on the price for our MVP. Overall, we hope to further tailor our product to our customers' wants and needs with the implementation of our MVP in order to create a better brush for a better grill. Thank you.
Before Father's Day.
Are the prototypes going to be 3D model, or are they going to be aluminum?
We hope that they're a combination of aluminum and 3D model so that we can present it to the Illinois Manufacturing Association so that they can create a full aluminum.
Because I'm thinking if you're going to give them to people to try, right, give feedback, if they're scrubbing really hard, if they're 3D, they're going to break, wouldn't they?
Correct, yes.
And no. And no.
And no, right?
For the $45, can you tell me, I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. Do I get the standard brush and then I buy the accessories additionally?
Yeah, so we have 2 units. Basically, we have our handle and then the standard brush head, and that's going to be 1 unit as $45. And then we have packs of 2 interchangeable heads. So maybe like 2 spatula heads is 1 unit, and then another unit is 2 standard heads, 2 wide surface area heads, and those are going to be priced at different costs based on which ones they buy.
Okay. I would encourage you to maybe also look at some sort of storage idea with it. I just know with my vacuum cleaner, my Dyson, I have different accessories, and if I don't hook them back together, they would be lost in my house.
I'm currently working on 3D modeling that. It's
Okay.
not close to finish yet. Yes, it is in the process.
So the sample that you gave us is the green, the pumice stone?
Correct, yes. There's no pumice in it.
Oh.
That's good though.
So, but for me, it's kind of a unique shape for a grill. And so I think there might be some education to see why this is an effective, and it works. Because I think one of the benefits of the wire, and I think you have wire as well, so that would be another attachment, so I'm saying, but you need to get underneath that grill as well. As opposed to the pumice, I think would just be on the top.
The pumice is for the flat top grills. So
Oh, okay.
the ones that are totally flat. So yeah, that's the recommended.
So maybe just a little video, maybe you're using your mock-ups to say, this is how this works. This is, I mean, you can make a lot of fun with it. But wait, there's more, you know?
This is kind of like the disposable razor pricing model where maybe you should look at things that are like that, where you have this handle that is infinitely better than a disposable handle that if you could sell at a certain price, and then your things that people throw away a perfectly good disposable grill thing, and the handle part's perfect and the scraper parts needs to be thrown away. So like if you look at those types of products and see where they're priced relative to each other, for the replacement parts versus the handle, would give you some guidance. I think it's a really great idea. Different people use different ends for different things, surfaces and things like that. So it gives people the ability to have this, great product and then reload it every year, with replacement parts.
I think that's an interesting twist for the business model. Rather than you're just selling a tool with some components, you recognize the limited lifespan of certain components, and you refresh, every 2 months, what have you.
It's a green angle to that.
A green angle of what can we limit, what we're going to bury in our planet. So it's kind of interesting.
I just have the same brush forever, and it sucks too.
Yeah.
I think you guys did just a really good, great presentation, super polished PowerPoint. You spent a lot of time, I can tell, on all aspects of it. Can I ask how you came up with the name?
Yeah.
It means dynamic in Japanese. So we
Wow.
originally had a different name, and it was just our initials. And it wasn't like a good name, so one night I was just Google translating stuff and then came up with Doteki, and I asked my Japanese friend who's fluent in Japanese to make sure that it actually did.
But it's kind of, it's kept, like, nobody knew
Yeah.
any
I
idea
love
what it
it.
was or what it was for, so it's.
The domain will be cheap and available.
And anyone friends with Ben Staliga, the accelerator class?
I know, yeah.
Okay. He's actually got quite a reputation as a grill master. Have him round up a couple of his buddies and do a focus group. But when I saw your timeline, I thought it was great. You've got all these learning opportunities. They need to happen faster.
I would remove the spatula from the heads though. I think cleaning and eating is kind of, as a customer, kind of want to keep those things separate. And then, simplify it a little bit. It's just a cleaning brush, right? I think the value is there for that. When you have the replaceable heads, similar like kitchen brushes that you'll see. If this goes into your marketing long term, this is my initial when you said that there's all the bacteria on the grill. Isn't it just burn off? I get my grill like 500 and I scrub it.
Right.
I've never really I should not talk about how much.
We're not going to your house.
Yeah, my water bottles and my grills. But the bristles falling off and hospitalization, like that made me think of like actually that I don't want to swallow that stuff. So just make sure that you're on point with the actual truths of if bacteria can survive, a grill, because that's how you do. You heat the grill up and then you just scrape it off, and that's the thing.
Do you think a sample of 5 testers is enough to get enough feedback on the product?
With our MVP, it's going to start with 5, but as the weeks go on, we add more and more people to our focus group. I don't know, it was kind of like hidden on the screen, but basically we have a group of 5, they test their brush, we get our feedback and everything, remanufacture, and then we redistribute the new grill brush to the same 5 and the new 5, and then we kind of like repeat that process.
Yes. And I did catch that. I guess my thought is, I'm concerned that you might be spending a lot of money retooling based on a very small sample size, and it may be better to get a broader group of feedback before you spend money to retool, because the first 5 may have a different perspective. And if you can kind of get a wider group of feedback, that may help you refine the process. We can shorten it. It saves you money.
Is there have you seen anything on the market that's like this with replaceable?
There was on Amazon one product, however, it didn't have any reviews or anything like
It was
that.
also discontinued.
Yeah.
It was made of plastic.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I mean, I think that having that, that's a real thing for cleaning grills. Most of the brushes are that really heavy plastic.
Is that all you have discovered is used to clean grills? What about detergents?
Yeah, so as mentioned previously with the Weber $80 pack, that did include sprays and such. However, the actual brush itself wasn't proper, which was why we were trying to alleviate that problem.
Yeah, and I think a lot of concern that some grillers have is like chemicals and stuff, like on something that you're gonna eat. Like a
No,
lot of
you
people
wash
don't,
it,
like,
yeah.
yeah, that's true, but yeah.
So check out, it's sold at the paint stores, Ace Hardware, a product called Challenger. It's a green cleaner, and the whole point of it, reason for being, is to help clean greasy things. So this could be in tandem with your brush, maybe a great companion, but the idea is do it on your driveway, put it on, it melts the grease away, then you wash it with
Or one of those
water.
fillable handles, like they do with the dish soap.
Yeah, there
Something
you
like
go.
that.
I do like that you're doing your research with
Yeah.
those, because the people that are really intense grillers are really passionate about their craft, and it'll be a good insight into their habits, like, how do they clean the grill? Is there a ritual they go through? Do they get it to a certain temperature after they take their meat off and do a certain, process to it? I mean, it'll give you some insight, I think, into how people that would spend as much money on a product, increase the quality.
So when you were contacting those groups, was it just to pitch ads at them or to seek feedback?
Both. Yeah. You can pitch ads to them directly on Facebook. That's one of the
That's
great
the one- is that the
capabilities.
450?
Correct, yes. And then we can also, like barbecue guys, as Graham mentioned, we had a one-on-one conversation with, who was it?
The product
The
trader.
product trainer, yeah. So we hope to also further ask them and get into their groups and actually ask for their direct feedback.
And the 285 for the prototype is for one.
That's for the, like, kind of evolution of the prototype. So we can get the first one presented to the Illinois Manufacturing Association, and then yes, for one actual prototype.
So does that take into account the potential changes you're going to make to it after you get the feedback?
It would a limited amount of revisions.
Sorry, say that
A
again?
limited amount of revisions.
I just want to echo what Mr. Glenn said. I thought you guys, like, your preparation, the practice that you did, it really shows. So you really did a great idea. The practice and the presentation, it really came off well. So just really good job. Really good job.
Next time we see you, we'll be wearing grill apron.
Yeah, your logo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're all good on the amount, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I would kind of maybe focus more on getting more prototypes out in hand than trying to sell it at this point, but, yeah.
All right.
Nice job.
Well, good, Tom.